Hello and welcome back. I am here with my first book that I want to share with you. It is called Five Tough and Tiny Seeds. It is written by Steve Metzger and illustrated by Mike Byrne. Here we go. Five Tough and Tiny Seeds. Five tough and tiny seeds sat on a slender reed, waiting for springtime winds to blow. Whoosh, whoosh. One landed on the ground, sniffed by a happy hound. And then there were four tough, tiny seeds. Four tough and tiny seeds sat on a slender reed, waiting for springtime winds to blow. Whoosh, whoosh. One landed near a lake beside a wriggly snake. And then there were three tough, tiny seeds. Three tough and tiny seeds sat on a slender reed, waiting for springtime winds to blow. Whoosh, whoosh. One landed near a tree, buzzed by a bumblebee. And then there were two tough, tiny seeds. Two tough and tiny seeds sat on a slender reed, waiting for springtime winds to blow. Whoosh, whoosh. One landed by a road next to a slimy toad. Ooh, Toad looks like he wasn't expecting that to happen. Then there was one tough, tiny seed. One tough and tiny seed sat on a slender reed, waiting for springtime winds to blow. Whoosh, whoosh. It landed on a rock close to a watchful hawk. Ooh, and what is that hawk doing? What does she have in her mouth? What do you think she's going to do with that? Then there were no tough, tiny seeds. All gone. So is that the end of the book? I don't think so. Five tough and tiny seeds blown from a slender reed. Raindrops are falling from the sky. Drip, drop. With bright and warmer days, now comes the month of May. Now it's the time for seeds to grow. Five seeds begin to sprout just as the sun comes out. What will they all turn out to be? So, what do you think? Here we have five pictures. What do you think this one is going to be? What do you think? Here, give you a closer look. This one. It's kind of skinny and tall and pointy at the top. What do you think it's going to be? And how about this one? This red and round one. Hmm, I wonder if it's going to stay the color red, or maybe it might change colors. What do you think it's going to be? And let's try the other three. This one looks kind of familiar. I wonder if any of you have seen this kind of seed in your house, or maybe at a baseball game, or maybe when you were at the park having a picnic. I wonder what it's going to be. And look at this one here. It looks like it landed near a street or a sidewalk. What do you think that one's going to be? Do you think it's going to be able to grow in the middle of the concrete and the asphalt? And this last one is so funny because he's fuzzy. What do you think it's going to be? I wonder. Are you ready to find out? Let's see. Here they are. Growing taller by the hour, each one a different flower. A dandelion, a rose. Up here, there's a rose. Then these ones, it was a sunflower, a cosmos, and here we go, a wild carrot. That was the really fuzzy one, wasn't it? And the sunflower seed was the one that looks familiar because we eat those, don't we? Well, what's inside of the seed. And look at the cosmos. It was able to grow even though it's in the middle of a sidewalk. And the rose did end up keeping its red color. Isn't that awesome? Growing taller by the hour, each one a different flower. That's what became of five tough, tiny seeds. And so I decided to read this book outside because outside I have a lot of things that are growing right now. For example, you can see the flowers behind me. The red ones have grown from seeds and they just recently opened up. Also, these yellow ones didn't used to be here a few weeks ago. And then we had some rain and they grew. And they opened up to make beautiful flowers. Even this big, big, big redwood tree behind me. It's so tall, it's taller than my house and all my neighbors' houses. But it also grew from a tiny seed one day. And so I was thinking it would be a good idea for us to look in our house for all of the things that might have seeds and that might have grown from seeds. I brought a few things that I wanted to show you from my kitchen. So, for example, I took a lemon and I cut the lemon. What do you think? Do you see any seeds there? How many of them do you see? Let's see if I can take one out. Here's a seed from a lemon. And so I'm going to try to take this seed and I'm going to try to plant it in the ground and see what happens. Maybe it'll grow another lemon tree. Then I went and I cut an apple. This is an apple I cut. And then I cut inside and look what I found. The apple has many seeds. Now, this one's kind of tricky because some of these seeds I ended up cutting them in half. So I don't think I can use those, but there are a few. I think there's one in here that I might be able to use and to replant it. I'm going to try to get it out. Oh, we lost that half. Here's one that I can use. Come on. There we go. There I have an apple seed. Here it is. Can you see it? It's so small. But I'm going to try to plant that in the dirt and see what happens. And then I went and I cut into a tomato. I have a little baby tomato like this. And I cut inside to see. Wow, it's full of seeds. Do you see them? Are there many seeds or just few seeds? How many do you think there are? I see many seeds. So what I'm going to do is try to take some of these seeds and plant them in the ground. And I want to ask you, what else do you think that these seeds are going to need to grow? Well, at the end of my book, it tells us some things about how seeds go through their life cycle. How do we go from seeds to plants? So let's see if we can figure out what we need. We have some seeds and we have some dirt. What else are we going to need? Let's see. So, number one, seeds come in different sizes and shapes. Inside every seed is a tiny plant just waiting to grow. Some seeds become flowers, such as daffodils, roses, sunflowers, and tulips. Number two, seeds on the move. Some seeds fall close to the plants that made them. Other seeds travel to distant locations. This can happen when seeds fall into rivers or streams, or when animals carry them to new places. Number three says, seeds must be in the soil or resting on top of the soil in order to sprout. When it rains, the coats on the outside of the seeds are softened. Afterward, the sun helps warm the ground. Then the seed coats open and the seeds begin to grow. Number four says, roots and shoots. Roots grow down into the ground and absorb water and minerals from the soil. Shoots are the new parts of plants that come up from the ground. Okay. Number five, leaves. Green leaves unfold from the plant stems and grow up towards the sun. Leaves take in the sunlight and produce food for the plant through a process called photosynthesis. Number six, when flowering plants are fully grown, their buds blossom into colorful flowers where new seeds grow. Oh, so that means that over there in my pretty flowers back here, that means that there are seeds inside of those pretty flowers. See those yellow ones back there? That means that they have seeds inside of them. That's so cool. That means they're going to make new plants one day. Number seven, pollination. Before seeds can grow, they must be pollinated. Sometimes the wind blows pollen from flower to flower. Other times, the colors and scents of the flowers attract insect pollinators such as bees. When bees visit a flower, pollen lands on their bodies. Afterward, they carry the pollen to other flowers when visiting them for nectar. Number eight, seeds get bigger. Seeds grow inside the flowers of plants. As the seeds get bigger, fruit or pods grow around them. When the fruit or pods break open, the seeds are ready to become new plants, and the seed to plant cycle begins again. So I don't know about you, but I'm kind of excited about trying this to see if I can make some of my seeds grow into plants. And I think you should do the same. Hi, friends. Sassy wanted me to remind you that before you do any kind of projects, you make sure that you talk to a mommy, daddy, or an adult that is home with you. So we never ever use sharp objects or go and get food from the fridge or the pantry unless there is an adult with you and they have given you permission. Is that right, Sassy? They should always ask for permission, yes? Okay. Bye, friends. See you later.